Just about 2 days away from the Big 12 Outdoor Track and Field Championships in Fort Worth, Texas. Texas Tech will hop on a bus tomorrow morning and head towards Cowtown, Texas, and see if they can bring home a Big 12 championship. Happy to be joined once again by head coach Wes Kittley. Coach, let's dive into last weekend before we get ahead of ourselves. The Mass Ryder Open this last weekend, a one-day meet here. As I was talking to you off camera, some of your athletes kind of saying, well, let's just tune up, let's get ready for Big 12s, but they treated this meet like it was something big time, and you walk away with 3 new school records after the weekend. Can you talk about how maybe the tune-up event, if you will, kind of went for your athletes this last weekend?
Yeah, one of the things, this meet, we do it every year, and it seems to be always good things happen. So we've just always tried, the kids that have been struggling or possibly been a little bit injured, it gives them that opportunity to be home, relaxed, and as you saw with Chris Caldwell, and you saw with Hannah Carson, you saw Virshini Latham, Gianna Jackson, Bradley Adkins, they had the best performances of all year. So that's what made me give those kids a lot of confidence, give them opportunity going into Big 12s and first round NCAA.
Well, you talk about Hannah Carson, and the list continues. Already a household name for Big 12 track and field fans, but wow, she throws the discus over 60 meters. She's the first NCAA women's athlete to go over 60 in the javelin and the discus. Everything about it is unprecedented, but can you just speak to how well she's performing in a number of different events entering Big 12?
Yeah, you know, at Baylor she throws 60 meters in the javelin, and we're just 1 meter off the Olympic trials standard and Olympic standard. And then she comes here to our home meet in the discus and throws the 60 meters plus again. Only woman in NCAA history that's ever done it. So proud of her. She's just had an incredible career, period, but this year's been really special. Olympic year, leading the NCAA in the javelin and discus first or second. I'd love to see her end this thing before we get done with some national championships.
I know you're not looking at rankings, you're looking at the possibility of a Big 12 title, but your men enter at number 8, your women enter at number 19. A successful season so far, but really possibly judged by this weekend and what they bring home from this weekend. Can you just speak to maybe the momentum that they have? You talked about Caldwell, Atkins doing well as well. Don't even have to talk about Trey Culver, he's holding serve as well. Carson, Latham, everybody seems to be where they need to be at the right time. Do you feel like you have the momentum entering this meet?
I do believe this is the best we've been all year. I think going into the Big 12, we'd been injured 3 or 4 weeks out with 3 or 4 kids. Got real worried about it, but they've all gotten healthy. Everyone made it through that meet fine, and I do believe we're going into this meet healthier than we've been all year. We just got to go perform now. Texas on the men's side is going to be really hard to beat. We've got to have a great meet. On the women's side, for us to be top 3, we've got to have a great meet. And so we just need to take care of ourselves, and hopefully the other teams will mess up a little bit or not have their best day.
Last thing, Coach, something for us to look for. There's a lot of things that go on over a 3-day meet. Something maybe you're focusing in on, something that we can look at and say, this is something we need to perform well in to give us a shot to bring home that crown on the men or women's side.
You know, on the men's side, what we have to do, we start Friday with the 10,000, the pole vault, and a few events. We need to start off good, and we need to get some momentum started. And on the women's side, the same thing. I think when you can go back Friday night and have your team meeting and say, wow, here's so-and-so did this, and you just start momentum. There's not one person that I think that's got to do well. It's just a collective group, but that momentum starting the meet is huge. When we won here in 14, Kennedy started it off with a 10K, and then here we started. Cole Weldon, and everyone caught on to that. So I'm really hoping we can get that going.
Well, good luck. Thanks for your time, Coach.
Thanks a bunch.
All right, Texas Tech, again, as we said, headed to the 2016 Outdoor Big 12 Track and Field Championships this weekend. Events will begin 11 a.m. on Friday, and you can follow along as usual, as you've seen all year, on Twitter at TTU_TF_XC. And make sure to watch Texas Tech TV all weekend, as we will be there as well, hoping the men and women can bring home a Big 12 championship. For head coach Wes Kittley, I'm Adam Doyle.